Virko, you've addressed some very material objects and created an invitation for another level of manifestation. I'm speaking about the minerals that you've worked with. So we tend to think of minerals as being a solid, inert substance. But in fact, your experience working with these metals and minerals is, I think, quite singular.
Yes, I see minerals as a conscious manifestation, and plus if you add minerals or atoms or molecules together, you might have, for example, a crystal or some precious stone or whatever, or gold, and they seem to interact with our consciousness to a very high level, in most cases on a very healing way. And I found out that there is a, let's call it, superior consciousness who gives consciousness and also some sort of intelligence to these single molecules or atoms. And in fact, some scientists even postulate that they believe that even single atoms have consciousness. I mean, I would put it the other way around, that consciousness creates these atoms, but okay, scientists believe, okay, it seems that it has consciousness. So I came across entities who would give collective intelligence and consciousness to these atoms and make them a more complex structure. And these entities one day showed up and said, yeah, we are...
What did that look like, one day showed up?
Well, actually, I was in communication with them, and they said, yeah, we are directing this energy and also this consciousness, and we would like you, meaning me, to help us to work even closer with you as human beings on a material level even, because these entities, they don't really have a physical body. I mean, I'm in contact with other entities that really would show up as something physical, or at least holographically. So I could...
Holographically for you? I mean, as opposed to, it's like them appearing holographically as serving your visual sense, as opposed to...
Well, you could say so, and some of them are even visible sometimes for others too. If we are working together in a group, then some would describe them in a very similar way, at least. But yes, still it is a physical appearance which is not visible to everyone.
Right.
And not to everyone in the same way. So in this case, I wasn't able to describe them as something having a physical emanation. But I could detect them, and I could communicate with them. And they actually gave me certain phrases to explain their quality, and I had to write them down just to give a hint who they are and what they're here for. And the incredible things happened later. So I found a way to channel these beings into physical substances. So I used a carrier substance where they could actually connect to our physical reality and help us on our way of developing our consciousness. And later, the more we were working with them, so me, but also people who were working with these essences too, the more we were working with it, the more these beings started creating their own substance. So I never interfered with any processes or wish or whatever of creating physical substance out of these beings, being connected to the physical carrier substance. So all of a sudden they started creating substances which look like this here. in a carrier substance, which from
What's
a chemical...
the carrier substance?
Well, from a chemical perspective, it's H2O, so aquadest, nothing else from a chemical perspective.
Right.
In this case, it's a substance which is from a molecular structure changed or restructured, containing the basic frequency of the second dimension.
So
this is the carrier substance where they can hook into.
Right.
And then later on, in a closed jar like this here, with just basic aquadest, little flakes have been created over a few weeks, growing more and more. In some cases, it even had the color of the... Well, there was no original substance, but sometimes you could even see, like, if it's the goddess of gold, you could see like a bit of gold.
So when you started to work with the goddess of gold, it's not as if you had a gold nugget in front of you that you were connecting with. You were always connecting with the overlighting essence of gold on another dimensional level.
Yeah, I was only connecting to this entity and having communication with these entities, and they decided to manifest even a bit stronger in our reality, to help us even more. And the interesting thing was, once these substances were created or manifested by these beings, all the people who had these essences already at their homes using it, they called me and said, "Oh, what have you done? They've become a lot stronger." And I said, "Yeah, this is an automatic upgrade."
You had created the substance before these overlighting entities had manifested in the physical.
Yeah, the physical emanation came later, like half a year later.
And the physical emanation then actually supercharged the existing essence that you were distributing to people. Yeah.
Because they're all interlocked with each other, and so they got this automatic upgrade.
And why Virko? Why are these entities, in fact, trusting their contact through you? What's your quality in this?
I guess this is the reason why I'm here at the moment. I feel so thankful for all these contacts and for all I can do to help trigger the whole process and support people, support the planet, but also to support beings that no one else maybe is supporting at the moment. So I'm working with plant spirits too. I'm working with entities which are part of our process, which are part of our reality, but are not taken into account by too many other people when it comes to the point, okay, we are all developing, all human beings, and maybe the animals too, but what about the plants and the minerals, and what about the non-physical beings? So I like to take care of not all of them, but the ones who showed up or the ones where I can relate to.
Great.
Because I know this is something I'm doing for the whole system, for the whole universe. It's not, we are not single human beings and disconnected from the rest. We are just part of a larger conglomerate of beings.
I think that's a great definition of a modern alchemist. So I think we'll close now, and we'll come back in a little while and look at some specific subjects that Virko has some insight for us too. So thank you for sitting with us for this very interesting conversation.
You're welcome.
And stay with us. We'll have some more content coming up shortly. Hey everyone, I'm Betsy Pool, and I'm the co-founder of Wake Up, the Association for the Advancement of Consciousness. We appreciate each of our subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, we hope that you'll click the button down there and join us. Thanks very much, everyone. See you here